Welcome everybody to the first ever OUTV podcast. We don't have an official crazy name yet. We'll come up with one eventually.
It's coming though. It has to come naturally.
Yes, I agree. We'll come up with it sometime. I'm sure RG will come up with some stupid name for us. But
hopefully you heard some good intro music.
Yes,
hopefully that's coming in.
That's post production though.
A lot of smart people working on that. Yes, that's for sure.
One guy. That's literally just cut and paste. I am one of your co-hosts, Michael. I am treasurer for Ohio Union Television.
And you got Mitchell across the table. I am the president, El Presidente of Ohio Union Television. And welcome to our first inaugural podcast. Very exciting. Very exciting.
Thank you.
We are currently not surrounded by a crowd, but we're envisioning it because it's a big day. It's a special day for us.
Absolutely. So we are here basically as an intro to our podcast generally, as far as what we're going to talk about. We are a club that does a lot of short film making, that kind of thing. If you want to go in depth with that.
Yes, so Ohio Union Television consistently ranked number one of OSU's top rated clubs. You can ask anyone. It's also on Wikipedia, I think.
Are we?
No.
Damn. Never let that happen.
We're a bunch of students that come together once a week and we make videos. So that's weekly newscast where we talk about the down and dirty on campus, what's happening, who OUAB is bringing in, what kind of events we got going on here. And then we have our semester long short films where the brightest minds of OSU
top ranked Wikipedia.
Yep, check it out. Where we make our own little short films. So that's what we do as well. And now podcasts maybe. See how this goes. We're dipping our toes in the water, and 3 minutes in, it's already a lot of fun.
I think we're about ready to wrap up.
Yeah.
No. Generally, we want to keep it generally potpourri. We talk about some of the stuff our club's doing, and we bring on some special guests, et cetera. And we'd love to get as many people as we can into this. As
possible. We really hope to evolve this podcast into something that a lot of the club involves themselves with. So let's do a brief update on OUTV.
All right.
This is the OUTV podcast.
Official Wikipedia.
Yep. Not the official name yet. We'll not.
No, it's gonna be something crazy like Show You Podcast. No.
We have creative minds working on that as we speak.
Highly paid.
Yeah. We are 4 weeks into the semester now.
Something like that.
We've had some good meetings. Made a couple newscasts.
One of which I've heard is
top of the line.
Top of the line. We have a short little sketch we're gonna do right after this.
Correct.
Spoiler alert! It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we've hit the ground running. What can we say?
We'll have some shameless self-plugging going on later in this podcast, more than likely.
It's really a beautiful time for us. I'm kind of tearing up a little bit.
Honestly, I don't know if you've been looking at me this podcast, Mitch. There's been water flowing.
Goosebumps too. I see a lot of goosebumps for this beautiful moment.
Yes. Oh, it's a great day. But we also are excited to start doing this podcast more often and get into some more topics. Some stupid crap that happens during our week, some fun midterms that we got to experience.
Right. I got a lot of creative juices in me that I don't have an outlet for.
Yes.
I'm just bursting at the seams with funny things that I don't get to share on the newscast.
And now, here we are. So tell me, what was the stupidest thing that happened to you last week, Mitch?
Stupidest thing that happened to me.
Hit the ground running, whatever the term is.
Stupidity it follows me. It follows me everywhere I go. Yeah, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
One of the most recent things, though, was this weekend, went out to eat with my family. Family came up to Columbus, met with me and my brother. My brother lives around here.
Yes.
Mom and dad, finally empty nesters. The last of us kids moved out. And they took me and my brother out to eat for pizza.
Nice. The college dinner of choice.
The pizza was good. But what wasn't good was me elbowing my beer off the table and shattering it.
You're 21, correct?
22.
22.
Yeah. I'm
above
a
21,
mature adult.
He's a mature adult.
Excuse you, Michael. I'm a mature adult.
I apologize for a mistake.
Yeah, and that's something that has followed me around ever since I was a young kid.
Yeah,
I am always spilling things.
Okay.
And it's really bad. Like, it's not even a laughing matter. I think I've probably spilled 3 drinks over restaurant tables just this month.
Oh my God.
It was...
Stop going out.
I know, but people are going to stop taking
water.
me places. I know. It really is sad. But there was the beer, hanging out with my family. There was sake. You know what sake is?
I don't know what sake is.
You know,
Sounds
neither
foreign.
do I.
Okay, it's because it was on the ground. It wasn't.
Sake is... it's a Japanese liquor.
Yeah, so I was right with the foreign part.
Yeah, I've tried sushi this year. Sushi's a new thing that I've been exploring, and been going to eat a lot of sushi. And a part of the sushi eating experience for me now is a bottle of cold sake.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I think it depends. I really don't know too much about it.
Okay.
But there's a cold sake section
so
on the menu.
before you spilled it on the ground, it was cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's just kind of ground.
Yeah, it's a
warmth,
part of the earth.
Kind of, lukewarm.
It's been grounded.
Lukewarm.
Oh, God, lukewarm.
Who is Luke? Who is Luke?
Lukewarm is a guy from the... No,
I want to know the original Luke.
The term it came from, lukewarm. It's probably some movie, right? Some 1900s
Something
Texas Wild West film somewhere along the line.
Cool hand, lukewarm.
Yes. Quick hands, lukewarm. Quick shooter.
How come everyone in... Here's something. I used to follow like baseball a lot when I was a kid. I would read all of the baseball books. And baseball has a really extensive history in terms of how long it's been around. So you get a lot of people from, the late 1800s playing baseball.
Yes.
Really famous people. And when you read those books, every single person back then had a nickname.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You don't get nicknames really much anymore. But
really
back then you would call it like Curly Johnson or like Shoeless Joe.
Babe Ruth.
There are not enough nicknames.
Yeah. No, I agree. And nowadays you'll get one or two, maybe.
Do you have any nicknames?
I had a nickname in baseball.
Okay.
If it's appropriate enough. My name is Mike Roche.
Yes.
Okay?
That is his name.
That is my name, official.
Look him up on Facebook, ladies.
Shut up. I'm single. My name in baseball, by clever means, became Mike Roche.
See, there's some lingual play going on there. There's some English play going on there.
Yeah, I go
for listeners at home that don't get the joke, I will take some time to explain it to you.
Ask your parents. Oh no, go ahead.
His name is Mike.
Yes.
Roche.
Like the bug, unfortunately. Like the bug.
His baseball team was clever in that they changed his name to Mike Crotch.
I'm glad you're explaining this to them.
Which means, his sort of groin region.
Yeah, the groinal region.
And that was the joke. That was the entirety. And it's funny.
I got hit with that. I actually embraced it. It's like one of the nicknames I embraced. Mm-hmm. I'll go up to bat, and someone on my baseball team yelling, "Let's go, Mike Crotch!" It's on the bench, and I just turn around like, I'm trying to be serious, but like,
that's definitely something people need to be yelling more.
It's become a thing in my dorm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's become a thing.
Now it's going to be a thing in OUTV.
Well, I shouldn't have joined this podcast. Confirmed. And RG is now Archie.
Archie. We got Archie. We have Burn instead of Bryn.
Oh, Bryn. Yeah, Burn. What are you?
El Presidente,
El Presidente, yeah. Well, you're the one who's officially head of the club, so you get the official one. Yeah. We'll find out ways.
No one gets to make fun of me, I guess.
Well, next year.
Yeah, I guess.
Once you're out of our sights forever. Thank God. But yeah, generally, no other nicknames other than that.
I just think it's a travesty. Nicknames are one of the coolest things you can assign to someone, and
nowadays it's
they're scarce. There's definitely a short of.
Well, it's because everyone's been used. Everything's been used. It's like the emails. Yeah. Like emails 10 years from now are going to be like someone like me. It's going to be Roach19642 $&@gmail.com.
They're running out of They're running out of things.
We need a refresher. We need to remove everyone that is 50 and up.
From the population.
Hold on. We're not talking mass. We're not talking about mass killings. I'm talking internet here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just get rid of the usernames.
That's. I guess that's a good idea.
Think about how many people over 50 have a username.
Oh, an OSU username?
No, just like a username.
Oh God.
How many people do you think out there like, oh, I'm 50 years old. Let's log on to RuneScape real quick. Like that kind of username.
Oh God. I have probably 7 usernames.
That's true. So every kind of youth person out there probably makes up for every person over 50. by themselves. Just takes them over.
I like that idea. I mean, the youth will rule the world.
Yes. So that when 16 years from now, arbitrary number 16, we're going to have, 50 usernames per person.
It'll only keep growing.
It's the endless internet vast space that we live in.
The internet, this is kind of changing topics a bit.
Dude, lay it on me.
The internet's changing a lot of things.
It is.
I mean, I can't believe I was on Tinder.
Okay.
The other day.
Oh, let me get prepared for this. All right, go ahead.
And I think what Tinder is, it goes over a lot of our heads a lot of the time. We think it's just as cool, like swipe right, swipe left.
It is not. No, I know where you're going with this.
Tinder is a crazy phenomenon.
It is. It works.
It totally does.
I have friends that have gone on several dates from Tinder.
I have friends that have gotten like long-term girlfriends off of Tinder.
I've not had that.
But the fact that you can swipe left and right and meet someone,
I feel like it's sketchy. I'm scared to do it. Like this person.
it's sketchy. That's why I think it's just weird, and I think that's why it's changing the
works.
game. Imagine 50 years from now, if kids today are using Tinder to get laid and
oh my God, they'll be like 30
meet
year
people.
olds.
I feel like the future with the internet, everyone's just going to be meeting each other with online apps. There's no need to talk to someone in the face.
I can absolutely see that happening, but I also see it where it continues just like going out and meeting someone, but not as much. It might be the primary is going on Tinder, but I feel like it's still
Which is the hardest part, and I think Tinder's made that a million times easier.
It is.
You don't have to look someone in the eye and have them just shoot you down.
You just gotta look at their picture in the eye.
Yeah, you don't have to cry in front of them anymore.
There's a lot of bad things happen with Tinder too.
That's true. A lot of bad things. A lot of bad decisions have probably been made with Tinder.
That's a fact. Oh my God.
I mean, it's Tinder. What can you say?
Hell, I had a friend get a date from Yik Yak one year.
Wow.
I didn't even know. He did the impossible. Is back when usernames started to be a thing.
Okay, yeah.
So they're like, let me meet up person girl 344 at Midway. We hung out. Like, what?
Wow. No, it's a miracle. That's a 2016 version of a miracle.
He is one more miracle away from becoming a saint. He's on his way.
Speaking of Yik Yak and the craziness of the internet, when Yik Yak first came out, I think it was June. Was it last year? 2 years ago? When it was really popular. I think it might have been 2 years ago.
It was definitely not last year.
Okay. It was 2 years ago then. It was taking, college campuses by storm. And me and my roommates found it hilarious that this thing existed, that you could just write anything on Yik Yak and people would see it and people upvote it, downvote it, and no one would know who it was coming from. And one thing that came with that is if no one knows who's saying what, then you can say a lot of things and pretend that a lot of people are saying it, even if it's only you and your two roommates.
Yes.
So we would do this thing. It happened a couple times where we would just go on Yik Yak and pretend that a lot of people were talking about like this one thing.
Just big, okay.
In reality,
it
was really only the three of us roommates.
Yeah.
The first thing that we did was we were playing Kent State in football, and we were hanging out watching the game on TV. And Yik Yak's the type of thing where everyone is on it talking about the game at the same time.
Every time, I agree.
And we thought, like, I don't know how it came up, but egg rolls came up.
Okay.
The topic of egg rolls.
Okay. You and your foreign foods, dude.
Don't talk shit about foreign foods.
I'm not talking shit. Go ahead.
My horizons have totally expanded in terms of food, but including egg rolls. So we had to talk about egg rolls with this Kent State game. So we just spammed Yik Yak with Kent State egg roll sort of memes. I guess they were memes before they were memes, but like
back in the day, the pre-memes.
It's like Kent State people like don't like egg rolls. How do? I bet you Kent State's coach eats egg rolls. I mean, it was so dumb to begin with.
Okay.
And it was really the only three of us doing it.
Yes. Did it kick off?
But it like caught on, and over the course of probably the next like 3 days, all of the posts were about egg rolls, and that's how I knew how crazy the internet could be. And then the next week we were like, did anyone else see that UFO on the Oval?
Oh my God.
And people were talking about UFOs on the Oval. It didn't catch on as much as egg rolls, but
that would have been sick if it would.
I don't think
UFO's a little out there compared to
not as common
roll.
as the common egg
Definitely
roll.
more egg rolls involved than UFOs lately. No, apparently Yik Yaks died.
I could believe that. Yeah.
They got rid of the herds, and the top voted, like the most voted down, they got rid of it.
And you think, and that's caused the death of the Yik Yak?
So now it's like Twitter, where it's just like the most recent. That's it.
You know, like those things do come and go. I think as cool as like the internet is, it also kind of limits the amount of exposure a lot of people get. I think it's rare to have like a Twitter or like an Instagram where it's just stayed popular forever. Remember, like
Facebook's dying.
Facebook's
dying. Right.
I think Facebook is totally changing. It's like, I mean, when I was in high school, I used Facebook a certain way, and you can't use Facebook like that anymore.
Okay.
I think now, like, the average person on Facebook's like 40, 50 years old.
I believe
60 years old.
100% agree.
And I think more people than ever, in terms of just like the global internet users, more than ever are going on Facebook.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean like it's the cool hip thing to do anymore.
I definitely say Twitter's more younger.
Instagram too, and I think that's why
as well.
Facebook bought
Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat.
Snapchat's starting to go older too.
Oh yeah.
I got my mom's like, look at this new filter I got. I'm like, Mom, I'm not adding you as a friend.
Isn't it sad that like as soon as like people older than 30 do something, then all of a sudden it becomes uncool. Yeah. Even though like everyone's gonna turn older than 30.
It will always be like that. It'll always be.
No one wants to be older than 30.
Exactly. Sounds like a lot of commitment. Yeah, but no, I agree. It's killing. It's dying. And then some things are going up, and then once the older population gets into it.
Do you remember what's the name of that game? Flappy Bird?
Oh, Jesus.
Flappy Bird was popular for like 3 weeks or something.
And then gone.
Did you even find Flappy Bird to be that fun?
No, I hate it.
Me neither, man.
Like,
I just found it frustrating.
Same. I got to like 3, and I was like, that's an accomplishment. That's much as I need.
People would spend a long time, and they would get scores in the hundreds.
I know.
And it's definitely a human feat to be marveled at, getting 100
that is pretty
score
good.
in Flappy Bird. But I mean,
no one cares anymore.
Did you? And then the dude stopped selling the game. Mm-hmm. What was that? He stopped selling the game on the App Store.
He took it down because either one, he made enough money that he wanted, and he didn't want to deal with it anymore. Or 2, there was some like Nintendo copyright thing that he had to deal with.
I remember it just came out of nowhere. It was in the height of Flappy Bird's popularity.
Yeah.
And called it quits. And it was so...
It was very odd.
People were selling phones on eBay that had Flappy Bird on it.
For like $200, $300 or like more. I think my buddy showed me like $600 for a phone with Flappy Bird. I'm like, why?
Because it's Flappy Bird, man.
Yeah, right. Then you get all the third-party apps that are just like Flappy Duck. Duck jumping, the exact same thing.
Okay, how long have we been recording?
We've been going for 18 minutes 40 seconds.
All right, do you want to maybe slowly
drag it down? We kind of
slowly kind of smother this podcast.
Anyone watching, for all the 2 of you that probably remain, slowly slow it down.
I think let's finish up this podcast with some self-reflection of the podcast.
Should we talk slowly, like we're in a meditating state? And you get close to the mic.
This is the cool down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to amplify this, but that's okay.
I think we did well.
I agree.
I'm proud of ourselves.
We did very well.
I think, we came in swinging, and we kept swinging.
We hit them hard with
for 20 straight minutes.
Hit them with some facts.
Hit them with some facts. Hit them with some attitude, some sass.
There was a lot of sass at some point.
More sass to come too. We're gonna get some of OUTV's sassiest members up on this podcast. So
we get Archie in here.
Archie and Burn.
Shade. Oh, Burn. That'll get some shade. I'm excited. So yeah, we plan on getting more people.
More people.
Introduction to your
we don't really have a system set up for this podcast.
We don't need a system.
We don't need a system.
Screw the system.
But we're thinking maybe once every 2 weeks, around there. We'll shoot for that. Yeah. We don't know how we're releasing these, do we?
No.
No
system.
No system.
You don't need
I'm sure there's websites you can do this.
Like YouTube, SoundCloud. Yeah. There's negatives to both. We can talk about off mic, behind the scenes, backstage in our studio here.
Our nice studio that Ohio State has gracefully allowed us to use.
Allowed us. They made it for us.
They
Wikipedia.
did. They constructed it for us.
Yes.
But yeah, stay tuned for future episodes of the OUTV podcast. Name to be decided.
To be decided. TBD. It'll be fancy, it'll be crazy, it'll be off the charts, it'll be something that you've probably heard before.
Because it's a podcast. Because it's a podcast. Everyone's doing those.
Yeah, good point. But we thank you.
We thank you
for listening. And have an OUTV great day. Oh, God, I'm going to work on that one too.
OUTV, we get a lot of puns, but sometimes they just don't work.
They got to roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time. Cue music.